Today I would like to present a project named Webhook PubSub. Let me introduce what is this project. Webhook PubSub, the idea is create a simple way to connect, um, create a webhook URL, and this webhook URL will notify the subscriptions application easier. Let me give an example for you. Imagine you have application A. This application A needs to notify the application B, C, D, E, I. And the application A needs to notify, send the same JSON for each one of the applications interested. So the webhook PubSub, you can create a webhook URL and use this webhook URL in application A. And for this webhook URL, you can create subscriptions. The subscriptions are applications in tier to receive this JSON data. And the moment application A send a request for a webhook URL generated by my application here, my application it take all subscriptions and send the JSON for each one. So that is my solution. So now after I explain the introduce and give a scenario, let me show an example. If you don't have an account, click here and create your account. If you have an account, click and sign in. Put your put your email here. Let me put your password. Click and sign in. If you don't have any webhook URL, you probably will see the same screen I show in here. And if you need to create a webhook URL, you click here. Now you have a webhook URL. If I use the same example I explained it before, you can, for example, your application A can you can copy this URL and give for your application A to notify about events via webhook. Um, Here is a API key, is a mechanism to validate if the request sent for someone have permission to do that. And here in subscriptions, you can click. I don't have any subscriptions. Like I said, subscriptions are applications and tools to receive the JSON for to simulate and to show an example here. I create use this website named webhook.site where allow me to create a fake and unique URL to simulate webhooks. Here I can click in new subscription, put the link here, put the URL of your application. In this case, I put this. I put the same URL more two times here. I have three. I believe is good, but you can create up to five subscriptions for each webhook in this first version, the webhook PubSub application. And to simulate here, I use the current example. The current example show for you how to send a notification, send a data for this webhook URL created. So here you can go for your terminal, paste the webhook, paste the cur command, and press enter. Okay. Um, Now after sending a request for this webhook URL, you can go here, subscriptions, and in this section, events. You will notice you have a history here, and has information about the URL received the request, the date sent the request, the response status returned, and the request body, in this case the JSON sent for this URL. If I look back here, If I go to subscription and I check one by one of the subscriptions, probably you'll notice each one has the same register, the same event, and has the same request body because, like I explained, the idea is all subscriptions receive the same data. And you have the same request body here. Now, if I go here in the webhook.site, you can check you will receive three requests. Why you receive three requests for the same URL? You need to remember uh, in the subscription section, I registered the same URL three times. So this is why I have three requests here. And if you notice, you have the same content here. Okay. Um, so that's it about how to work this application. Um, Before I finish, let me talk about two future features I will implement. The first feature is transformer. What is transform? The idea is for each subscription, imagine each application is packed a different format, a different JSON structure. So the transform, the idea is the moment I send, for example, the moment I send this for the first subscription, for example, if I send before I send a request, I have this JSON, but the application, this first subscription is packed instead the key text, the key message. So the transform give you ability to modify the JSON structure before send a request for the subscription. So add, you can adapt your JSON structure. Okay, is one feature for the future. Another feature is retry. Imagine, for example, this subscription. Uh, in some, the moment I send a request, the application is not running, have some problem. So the idea is create a mechanism to retry. For example, I have a button here where allow me to uh, configure, set up, for example, how many retries. For example, three. If they send a request first time and failed, I will try to send a request three times more. If fail it by one, I try three times. Um, But another important part about this feature is if your application is down, how I can explain this? If your application is down, your application probably take time to recover to start to run again. So another configuration is set the time between the requests. Okay, I send the request now. This request failed, so I need to try three times. So I I I I, I configure it to wait for 1 minute before send out the next request. So the first after failed, wait on 1 minute, send a request again. Failed again, wait 1 more minute, send a request again. Fail again, wait 1 minute, send a request again. If you exceed the how many times you set up to retry, the application is stop to will stop to send will stop to retry send a request. But that's it. The two features I will implement in future. So that's it. If you have some feedback suggestion, I put the link the I put the Google Forms link where you can uh, fill the fill the form and give suggestions for me what can improve, what feature you consider important to add. So that's it for today. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, comment down below in the comment section. So see you soon, my friends.